Well, that's right, Sarah. The Audubon Society is named for John James Audubon. He was an artist and a bird lover, and before he died in 1851, he attempted to paint all the birds of North America. In his time, he was described as a genius and a pioneer, but that's only half the story.
What's not as commonly known is that he was also a slave trader and was staunchly against any abolitionist movements.
That's Stuart Wells, Executive Director of the Portland Audubon Society. The organization is well known in the region for its work saving injured birds, advocating for habitat protection, and advancing environmental conservation goals. But as society has turned a more focused attention to matters of inclusion and diversity, Wells said it became clear that the actions of Audubon the man did not align with Audubon the organization.
He dug up Native American graves and sold their skulls to folks that were trying to show that there was a difference in the skull structure of indigenous people that made them inferior to white people.
Wells said Portland Audubon strives to forge a connection between people and nature, but there have often been challenges to making that connection for people of color, especially in the Pacific Northwest, which is majority white.
Enjoying nature and understanding nature and being out in nature, there's been a historical barrier against that, against people of color for doing that.
And that connection is important, especially as the world faces increasing environmental threats from development, loss of animal habitat, and climate change.
The more people know about what it is that an animal needs to survive in its habitat, the least likely they'll condone something that impacts their ability to do so.
So the Portland Audubon chapter, one of roughly 400 across the country, is now searching for a new name.
It's important to live and walk the walk.
But while the name on the signs may change, the organization's mission will remain the same.
Even as we go through this rebranding process, our work, our legacy of conservation hasn't changed, and it will continue to go forward.
Now, what exactly that new name will be is still an open question. Wells said many of the other chapters and the National Audubon Society are also thinking about finding a new name, one without a troubling racist history attached to it. So he said the local chapter, they're going to wait until they see what the other folks do before they make any final decision. Sarah?